fight coming up and what you know about it so far.
Yeah, right now, as far as I know, I'm fighting Palhares. You know, he's a dirty leg lock fighter. So I've been just been trying to train for that. I believe it's gonna be August 1st. Waiting for exact date. I mean, this fight's exciting to me because this guy I don't like. I mean, it's nice to actually have someone you don't like. It makes it easier to train and want to go out there and hurt him.
Where did the animosity come from?
I just think the fact that he goes out there and hurts people, not only in fights where it's serious, and submission matches as well, you know. Jiu-jitsu is a martial art, and he'll go out there and just tournaments and guys will tap and he'll still break their legs, or he'll like, you know, and remember in Abu Dhabi, he restarted in a bad situation and then pops the guy's leg. He's just a dirty guy, acts overly nice, but really I think he's a sociopath.
So do you think that those fouls are all intentional?
Oh yeah, definitely. He acts like they're not, but you don't do that 5 or 6 times on accident. You know, maybe one you can see with adrenaline, but he does it over and over. It's something he enjoys doing.
And how are you preparing for this fight?
Yeah, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, so it's not that different. Obviously, I've been watching his leg locks, studying that a little bit, working a little extra leg locks. I went out to Hinzo Gracie's to work with John Donahue and those guys and learn some new tricks.
Did you study the fight with Alan Belcher at all?
A little bit. I've watched it like once or twice. I need to watch it more and study it because Belcher is one of the guys that did a great job of going right into his leg locks and shutting him down and getting out and TKOing him.
Did you see, what did you take away from the fight with John Fitch?
I mean, he's got good leg locks. He went in, did his game, pulls guard, hooks it, and it's the guy's got great leg locks. Can't take anything away from him, so you got to take him seriously.
Is this a fight that you're going to try and keep on the feet, or are you ready to hit the ground with him?
I'm ready to do my feet or the ground. You know, I'm not scared to go on the ground with this guy.
And tell us what brings you out to AKA.
I just came out here to get a little sparring. You know, I wanted to switch it up. You know, my team's up at with Gil Melendez, Nick and Nate. But every now and again, it's good to go out there and battle some different guys.
Do they give you any heat for coming out here at all, or is it kind of?
They'll mess with me, but it's all good natured. You know, I've been on and off dropping every now and again for years. So you know, they'll talk a little crap, but it's all just messing with each other.
And talk about the guys in this gym and how you get along with everybody.
I get along with everyone here. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I don't like going to gyms where I don't like the guys. I mean, there's been a little like animosity, but it's never been serious with like Josh Thompson when he's fought, you know, my teammates. So obviously, you know, we've talked a little shit, but it's never, you know, never held long, never held it seriously. It's more just playing around. And you know, obviously, it sucks when I fight my teammates, and I take my teammates first. But it's one of those things. Ultimately, a sport.
Speaking of our sport, John Jones got himself into some hot waters. What were your thoughts on the whole situation?
Oh man, I've stood up for Jones so many times. I always try to stick up for him and give him a second chance and third chance, and but he just keeps doing it, man. I really don't know what to say this time. I'm just gonna not comment this time.
He's kind of doing it to himself.
Yeah, he's doing it to himself. It's sad because he's just so talented. He's one of my favorite fighters. I think he's got so much talent. He could be one of the greatest of all time. So I really hope he gets it together and actually learns this time. You know, he's young. It's easy to see him making those stupid mistakes, but this is just it's gone too far this time.
Do you think the UFC took the right action?
I really don't know. That's a tough call. You know, I personally wanted to see John Jones fight. So, from a fan perspective, I'm bummed out he's not fighting. But from a business perspective, it was probably the correct decision.
Do you think a fighter like this can bounce back from an event like this in his life?
I don't think he can bounce back. I don't know if he will. I mean, it depends on what he does in personal life. If he's able to stop partying so much, to get straight, you know, and really do some soul searching and find himself. He's young. He definitely could come back. And I mean, he never really fell off. He just fell off party wise. So if he could get that together, he could come back and, you know, be the greatest 205-pounder of all time. And
now you got DC stepping in for John Jones. How do you think that fight plays out?
It's a good fight. You know, I know both these guys, but you know, friends with DC out here training at AKA, and I've been friends with DC for years. I think he's a great guy, and I think it's a tough fight. I think DC has the edge. I think he's just tougher. He's focused, better wrestler. I think as long as he puts his game off, he can go out there and win the fight. But Johnson, man, his stand-up has gotten good his last few fights, so he's a dangerous fighter.
Mayweather, Pacquiao, who wins and how?
I'm not a box analysis, so it's hard for me to make a pick on that. But from what I know, I'll pick Mayweather in a close fight.
Sounds good, Jake. You want to let any of the readers know anything at bjpenn.com before we let you go?
Just thanks for all the support over the years.